Hi everybody! You might have watched my video on writing a strong paragraph, or maybe you didn't, and either way that's fine, because today we're going to talk about something you can do to make any paragraph strong, which is use a strong and meaningful topic sentence. This was covered in the paragraphs video, but that was also a long video with many aspects of a paragraph. So I wanted to just pull out the topic sentence so we can look at that today. Because whether you're writing for business or for school, letting your reader know what a paragraph is about and what it's for, which is what a topic sentence does, can make your writing that much stronger. Let's check it out. All right, so we're going to start by defining a topic sentence. What is it anyway? Why would I even want one? Well, a topic sentence is that first strong sentence in a paragraph that does two things for our readers. Tells them what the paragraph is about, what's the point of it, and tells them what the paragraph is for. What's the relevance? Why does this content matter? Now, why would we want to bother with a topic sentence? Well, because if we don't, imagine being a reader and you come upon a paragraph, maybe it's this long, maybe it's this long, you kind of want to know what it's about and what it's for. If we don't put a topic sentence at the front, the reader wouldn't know those things, which is something I'll cover in a moment. Okay, so for example, we can look at the topic sentence in this paragraph. Reading in a foreign language can help students learn new languages more quickly. Did I tell you what it was about? Yes. Bringing in reading to help with the learning of a language. Did I tell you why it mattered? Yes, because that can help students learn more quickly than without reading. And if you read through the rest of the paragraph, if you'd like to, you'll see it's all about why reading can be more helpful than other things that we do to learn. And that's why the topic sentence really does a great job of previewing that paragraph. And that's what we're trying to do, is preview the paragraph's content. So let's look through our two goals. We wanted to let the reader know what's the paragraph about. We wanted to let the reader know why does the paragraph matter. So in the purple here, we can see what's the paragraph about. Our topic sentence covered that. Reading in a foreign language is helpful. And then if you just skim through the purple, you'll see all kinds of things about reading and about the helpfulness of reading. So that topic sentence did succeed in letting the reader know what that paragraph would be about. Now, did it succeed in letting the reader know why that paragraph would be relevant? I think so also. We can see in the green some aspects of the paragraph that are actually about how reading is the specific choice we want to do that's the best thing to learn quickly. And we see that come back a couple of times in the green. Okay, so as I talk about this idea of relevance, our topic sentence does not just say, hi, I'm a paragraph and here's what I'm about. It says, hi, I'm a paragraph, here's what I'm about, and here's why I matter. You may be writing for business or school. I know many listeners and viewers are here to work on their academic writing or their business writing, and this is great for both. In any long email, multi-paragraph email, document, proposal, report, essay, scientific paper, each paragraph does need to start with a helpful sentence for the reader, saying the point and saying the relevance. So here's how you might do it. These are a couple of ideas on how to add that relevance aspect to your topic sentence, depending on what type of writing you're doing. So you can check those out if you're looking for a way to make your topic relevant to your reader. A couple examples too. And you can see the difference we get when we include relevance or we don't. With relevance, reading notes aloud before an important exam can increase a student's ability to recall information. Whereas the one on the right, it is important to review notes before an important exam, and one option is to read them aloud. I didn't mention why it was relevant about recall. Same idea with the business example. Our new lending policy limits fraud by requiring a two-step sign-on. The other one just says to use it, but doesn't mention fraud. So we want to make sure we always include relevance. All right, so what if we didn't use a topic sentence? Let's look at an example. We can see here in the pink, I have a topic sentence for this paragraph. Let's read the one without it first. You as a reader try to judge, do I get it? Do I know why I'm reading this? Do I care? We're going to start with the bottom one just as an experiment. Activities and assignments conducted in a lab help students realize the true application of the theories they've studied. Lab courses help students understand how scientific principles function in practice. Important and interesting information, but I'm not quite sure why I'm reading it or how it pertains to what I'm doing. When we add the topic sentence, that changes. Students in the life sciences can better learn to apply their knowledge through taking a course lab as well as a lecture. So in a way, I was making an argument there that a lab is helpful. Without that topic sentence, the reader kind of had to figure out that argument for themselves. So let's get into the writing. What would we do? How would we come up with a sentence that accomplishes all of this? Well, I would suggest that you think through three things. When you're writing a pretty long paragraph and you think, oh, I need to lead this off with a topic sentence to help my reader. What's my paragraph about? Why does that matter? Which of the 5 W's should I include? If you've watched the videos on writing a strong sentence or writing a strong email, you know all about the 5 W's. They're who, what, when, where, why. You will not need all 5 in your topic sentence, most likely, but you'll probably need a few. So it's really worth jotting them down, noting them down so you can craft a strong sentence. So when we talked about the life science labs, here might be what I would have thought about. Ooh, my paragraph is about adding labs. This matters because it's going to help students learn better. And then I wrote out my 5 W's. And then you can see that those populated in the example. So let's look at a few more examples that we might do here. If I want to write a topic sentence about that information, here are some examples that show how I would use both the relevance and the topic to do so. You can see in the pink the way that I've integrated the topic into these 3 example sentences, and you can see in the green the way that I've integrated the relevance. So you can read them and study them yourself as examples. I'll just start with one. By practicing real application, science students learn more when their classes include a lab. And you can see I've covered relevance and topic. Second analysis with all kinds of different colors here. Just wanted to show you how some of the W's did come into play with these example sentences. Let's look at the one on the bottom. Life science classes should always include labs because they help students apply their learning. We saw 4 of the 5 W's in that sentence. And pause and take a look if you want to study that a little more, because there are 2 other examples too. Okay, so let's try it out. And so in this video, I'm actually going to ask you to pause me while you try writing, and then we'll go over some possible answers to these exercises I'll ask you to do. Okay, so first thing, I've given you this scenario on the left here. Our department is offering 3 new workshops on interpersonal communication this fall. I'm going to write a paragraph. I need to show that information and the relevance. These new workshops will help participants build strategies to improve their work and personal relationships. Okay, we'll write a topic sentence 2 times. With this first one, please use the 5 W's analysis you see on the screen with employees as the who. Go ahead and pause me. Work on a sentence that captures topic, relevance, and whichever of those 5 W's you think were needed. Go ahead and pause me while you write, start me up again, and we'll look at some options. Okay, back in action, right? Here are some possibilities. Your sentence does not have to look just like mine, but I wanted to share some examples. Employees can now register for new interpersonal workshops to help positively impact relationships. Again, I won't read through each one, but we can see how that one used some of the W's and also showed the relevance. Let's try it again with a different focus, not on the employees, but on the department. This time we're going to focus on, hey, we are the ones offering these new workshops. So again, I'll pause. You go ahead and pause me. Write one. And to the left, you see some possibilities for how you could have written that second topic sentence.